John Weil here, author of the 4th edition of Organizing Successful Tournaments. I want to take a few minutes to just talk about extended tournaments. Extended tournaments are ones that don't really have a concluding time to it. Could go on literally forever, but it's probably helpful to have some kind of a finishing date. So a common type is a ladder tournament. So basically you would put people on a ladder. You might use tongue depressors, put people's names on. You could use pins, whatever format you wanted to. So Kathy Pohl, for example, is sort of in first place, Abel Pohl is second place, Rita Zavenger is third, Andre Sagan is fourth, and so on, working your way through. Usually the procedure for this is that you can challenge somebody within 2 spots of you. So Rita could challenge Abel or Kathy, couldn't challenge anybody below. Inga could challenge Peter or Lorraine, but couldn't challenge Kathy because that's more than 2. So if she wants to play Kathy, she's going to have to first play like Lorraine and win, then play Rita and win, and then she could be in a position to challenge. So you each challenge somebody that's close to you. And if you win, so if Rita beat Kathy, you would just switch, they would just switch spots. To seed this kind of a tournament, you could just seed it randomly. And so if Kathy, who's the first place seed, was down here, she'd be pretty busy playing to try to get to the correct spot. You could do it in reverse order, so you'd have first, second, third, fourth, so that forces everybody to play games to try to get into the right order. I've also seen it where everybody's off, and you have to compete with somebody, and then you actually get on. But I think when I've seen that, it's not been very successful because people get frustrated that they can't even get on the ladder. Or you can just put it in the order that you think it will be. The nice thing about this tournament is that it's pretty, people play within their level. They just challenge somebody, they compete with them, and it kind of goes like that. But you could have somebody that doesn't want to play at all. Actually, I mean, they're on there, they thought they would play, but they don't. So they just kind of sit here and never accept an invitation to play, so they just don't compete. You might want to put the dates on the back when they did play, so you can keep a bit of a record of that. And there's no conclusion to it, so it's kind of hard to know when it's actually finished. The pyramid tournament is like a ladder, except you have 1 person here, 2 here, 3 here. You can challenge somebody at 1 level above or 2, so it just gives you more people to challenge and to compete with. So same thing as a ladder, except each rung of the ladder now has several players at that same level. A crown tournament is, again, basically a set of pyramid tournaments. So if you think of this one, sometimes people at the very bottom here kind of go like, whoa, like we'll never get anywhere, so I'm always going to be in the bottom. And they sort of feel like that's not a very good place for them to be, especially since it's quite visual. But in this case, they're going to say, you know what, I'm going to try to get to the top of this crown, this pyramid here. And if I'm successful there, I can go here and I'm going to try to. So it gives them a little bit more incentive. The Spiderweb Tournament, there's only 1 person here, and then there's 8 around and 8 around. Again, kind of like a ladder tournament, but only with 8 people at each rung and 1 at the very top. Again, people can challenge 1 level closer. So the winner might have a lot of games to play because of the 8 potential people wanting to compete against them. A level rotation doesn't require any kind of paperwork. This one is could be done like if this was, let's just say, a badminton competition. We might have 5 courts, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 different courts. And let's assume for seeding purposes that we did like 1, 10, 4, 7, 3, 8. So 1 will win, 10 will lose. So in the next, once that round is over, all the losers move to the right, and the winners move to the left. So 10 goes here, 1 stays. 7 lost to 4, so it goes here. 8 lost to 3, goes here. 9 lost to 2, so it goes here. 6 just goes. So now we're a little bit closer. Next round, let's see what happens with 1 and 10. So 1 stays because they beat 4. 10 lost again, so it goes here. Again, 10 lost again, goes here. And so 10 will. So over time, what's going to happen is teams and individuals of similar ability are going to end up playing each other. Doesn't require any, you can just do this like in a physical education class or other setting, even a competitive team kind of thing where you just want to do some quick games. And just have people just moving to the right or to the left, depending on whether they win or lose. The construction of most of these, except for this level rotation, like a bulletin board, portable board, plastic laminated surfaces, blackboards. The risk of all of these is that they're quite public, and sometimes people will do some mischief and just start rearranging things, and the tournament loses its integrity. Obviously, you could put it on behind places, or you could maybe do it online. Not sure. It's often used like at tennis clubs, badminton clubs, that kind of thing. Not sure how effective most of these tournament types are. And they probably, even if they are being used from time to time, you'll need to kind of rejuvenate them to have new people sign up and people that aren't competing pull them out. Hope that helps.